Hello. Welcome, welcome. Birdie here with Redbyrd Designs, and I am doing a quick little craft tonight with you. So as you hop on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from, what are you doing tonight? Okay, I got my comments up, yay. So come in, say hi. I am going live on Facebook and TikTok, so I'll make sure I get both comments up. There we go. Okay, and let me make sure my volume's good. Yes, okay. All right, so I know yesterday was just Valentine's Day. I know the next holiday is St. Patrick's Day, but I'm in Easter mode. So I am Easter spring mode. So I'm gonna make some little carrots from some clothespins. So the first thing, I've got a few clothespins here. The other thing I've got are a couple different oranges. Harvest orange is my favorite orange from Apple Barrel. And then cadmium orange in the deco art is my favorite. I'm going to see which one I like best. I might mix them up because they are a little bit different. The cadmium orange is a little bit darker, so we'll see. I've got some Kelly green because what I want to do is possibly try and paint some of this raffia to look like the greenery on a carrot. We'll see how well that works. I also have some buffalo plaid ribbon that I might tie around them if I can make a bunch of that, you know, like a bunch of carrots, not in the literal quantities meaning. But we'll see about that. And then I've also got some jute here that I thought would make really nice greenery by, you know, pulling this apart and spreading it out. So we'll see how it goes. I haven't made these before, so it's gonna just be a learn as you go. And then I've also got some galvanized wire that I thought could make some really cute curly cues. But these are little carrots, so that might be a little bit overkill. We might have to make some bigger carrots and do the curly cues with that. So, comments. Okay, so what I'm going to start with is I'm just going to dismantle these clothespins here, and then we'll get to painting them. So the way that these so there's a couple different ways that you can make these carrots. With 2 pieces or with 4. And I think I'm just going to do the 2-piece ones. I kind of like the looks of those better. So essentially, we're just going to glue these together. And this is the bottom of the carrot. This is where the greenery comes out, and there's that. The other way, you can put 2 together. So you kind of build up the back. I think, yes, like this. So your back piece looks like this, and then you put these on top. So it kind of creates more of a 3D carrot. But I kind of like these smaller ones to kind of just lay around with my centerpiece or stick in a little jar or basket. So we'll go with those. I think I'm going to glue them first and then we will paint them. And I've got just this instant adhesive stick fast. I'll use that for my carrots. I've also got my glue gun out for adding the greenery on the end. So just gonna hold these for a second. That glue sticks super fast. I kind of got a little bit of some excess because it's kind of sliding around. And we'll just squeeze it for a few seconds. So, welcome. Let me know what you're doing tonight. Where are you watching from? We are making carrots tonight. Cute little Easter carrots. My desk looks like a mess right now. I've been painting kits and whatnot, and so my tabletop is not very clean. I should have cleaned it off. It's hard to see stuff when it's all cluttered. So I think I'll make, let's see, what do I got here? I'll make I'll make 5 of them. That's what I've got here. See if I can glue 2 at a time here. So let me know in the comments what you did for Valentine's Day, if you did anything. Hi, Sarah Lynn. We are not that big into Valentine's, and simply because it's always such a busy night. So we tend to have Valentine's either before or after the actual date, so we can enjoy it just a little bit more and not be so crowded with the mass of other people out. That's our thought anyways. So we have plans to actually travel and have a night out in Billings, which is a bigger town close to us. So I'm looking forward to hanging out without kids and also doing a little shopping. Let's be honest. Sarah Lynn, us too. Yeah, it just is a little easier to go when it's not the actual 14th. I don't think either of us think about that date and go, oh, we missed it. You know, it's just a date, and you go when you can. Okay, so I got all my pieces glued up, and these are kind of warpy, so I might have to come in with some a glue gun. So I'm not getting very much purchase, but they seem to be sticking okay. And to my table. All right, so I've got my little carrots here, and I'm going to start by painting this raffia so that has time to dry, and then once the carrots are painted we can attach this raffia. So let me cut some of this off. We'll see how well it works. And I've just got this baking sheet, what is it, waxed baking sheet, waxed paper, I guess. And my favorite green is the Kelly green from Apple Barrel. And I'm going to get my brush a little bit wet to get the paint a little bit wet and kind of help it maybe kind of create like a stain, and then I'll just gather my pieces and paint them. And I'll try and flip it over the best I can. I want these to be green. But you could definitely do this craft and create just like brown carrots with a stain and add a little bit of white to them. And then just have this tan colored raffia. That would be super cute too. I might have to do one just like that, and we'll see which one we like better, because that sounds like a great idea. All right, so I've got some raffia here painted. We'll put that to the side, and we will paint our little carrot. dots, and I'm going to do one in a dark brown with some white distressing. And I just recently discovered these little baking, let me just grab it, because I keep saying it wrong. They are the waxed baking sheets. Waxed paper. Anyways, they come in this, there's like 500 of them, but it makes crafting so easy, so you can contain your mess a little bit better. Usually I have it all over my table, and they're not like, the paint goes through it. You know, if you leave it there long enough, the paint will seep through them, but they're great for just quick little projects like this. Keep it kind of neat. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit of this cadmium orange and a little bit of the harvest orange. They're two of my favorite oranges. And I might just kind of do a little mix. One's a little bit brighter, one's a little bit darker. And we'll paint these guys. Such a cute, easy craft. I thought about doing something for St. Patrick's Day, but I couldn't think of anything. I was not inspired. So here we are, going right into Easter / spring. So I've got both colors on my brush, trying to create some depth with some different colors, but I think I'm just going to go with this dark orange. It seems to be covering a little bit better. That lighter orange is just a little too light, I think. And they're kind of fiddly to paint, but I think you could also just put some paint in a baggie and throw these in a baggie with a couple drops of water, and kind of like when you marinate meat, I guess, and just squish them around, and it'd all get painted that way. But what's crafting if you don't get a little messy? Have you had any time to do any crafting, Sarah Lynn? I know you've been are you doing, is your son doing hockey this year? And we might have to add a little bit of stain to these and rough them up too. I think that would be cute. Oh, basketball. Okay. I know it's just after the holiday season when you think you get a little break, and then another sport pops up and keeps us busy. I am fortunate that Gage my youngest didn't do basketball, just because then it keeps us from not being so busy, but I'm also sad about it because I really was hoping he'd play. But he was pretty adamant about it, and we had long conversations about not playing. It's nice, but it doesn't last forever, and then all of a sudden they're grown, and might as well enjoy it, right? Okay, I'm just coming back and adding some more of the orange in some certain areas. both my boys will be doing track here soon, so we will be super busy with that, trying to catch both of their meets. And we are actually thinking about traveling for Easter, so that will be fun. Okay, and then I'm going to take I'm going to do one in the dark so we can see how this is going to look. And my baby wipes, where are they? Your nephew does hockey and you have 2 in basketball. Oh, you are busy. You are busy. Going through crafting withdrawals. I hear that. Okay. Using a baby wipe, I am going to stain this last little one here real quick. And we will give it a white dry brush coat to create a white carrot with a brown undertone. A farmhouse carrot, if you would. Okay, and then let's, these are still pretty wet, so we'll stop there for a second. Check on my raffia here. And I'm going to add a little bit of this brown to my raffia too, kind of darken it up. I've got just a titch of this wax left here. I do grab a little bit more and we'll darken this up too. And surprisingly, that raffia is taking the color quite well. So if you get a package of the light colored raffia, which you can get for like $5 at Hobby Lobby, it lasts forever. They tightly roll that stuff. And once you open it up, it is everywhere. Okay. Let's just see. We're going to just carry on here and grab the ones that are the driest, and I'm just going to come in and add a very, very light coat to kind of the edges of this little carrot. So let me know if you guys like decorating for Easter. I think it's more of, for me, it's more just decorating for spring, bringing out some bright colors. Not necessarily eggs and things. It was when my kids were younger, it was more bunnies and eggs, but now it's more just Eastery stuff or spring stuff, you know. But so we've got this kind of rustic one. Don't mind my, and then a nice clean one. What do you think? I think the rustic one kind of makes it look like it's freshly pulled out of the garden. Actually, I really, really like that. So we'll continue on with that. And this is just that Waverly wax from the antiquing wax from Walmart. And I don't know if you can get their wax / paint online if you don't live near a Walmart. I always think about those things, and I know a lot of people who watch our videos and whatnot are kind of like, I don't know why you make such a big deal about finding supplies, but I live in the middle of nowhere, literally, and the closest Walmart, the closest Target / Hobby Lobby, all of those Michael's craft stores is 4 hours away. Well, I guess we could go to Williston for just a Walmart, which is 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But anyways, it's a drive, so it's not something we can just pop down to the store real quick and pick up. So whenever I think about supplies and letting you guys know about that, that's why I also comment how easy it is to get. Okay, so we'll let those sit for just a second. Let's get some white out and dry brush this brown carrot. Although this is super cute just as is. I love that. I love the clothespins and how they take to the stain. It's just such a pretty brown. I love the darker browns. But even to just have a mix of these in a bowl with maybe a centerpiece, you know, a set of flowers or something on your buffet or wherever you decorate would be cute. So I've got my chip brush and I loaded it up, and now I'm just tapping on the side and essentially unloading it. So there's hardly any paint there, and I'm just gonna lightly drag my brush over the edge, and it's catching nicely on all of those little rivets and the edging. It's just a really nice finish there. I'll hold this up here in just a second. Let me finish this. You could go even a little bit more white if you want, but I'm kind of liking this look. So I'll show you there. Isn't that pretty? It's kind of dusted with the white. So there's that one. All right, so now we have to put the greenery on the ends here. And I have my glue gun for that. So I'm gonna gather some of this and try and cut it up into little sections. And let me hold that up for you. It's got this really great bits of green and the dark brown in it. Looks really pretty. All right, so then I want to have them all kind of come down to an end point here. And so I'm gonna cut them straight across right here. So when I put my dab of glue, I'm not dealing with pieces that are not the same length at the end. So now I have a nice flat surface right here. And I'm gonna keep hold of that. I don't want that to move. I'm gonna grab my glue gun and put a little dollop of glue there. I'll grab my greenery here, and I'm just gonna hold it into that glue for just a second. And it's a little bit long, but it's kind of cute. You can always trim it down. Just want to make sure that sets up nice. Glue guns are really great for things like this that are kind of wonky shaped, but check out this carrot. Oh my gosh. Look at this funky long stem. I don't think I'm gonna cut it. I think I just love it just like that. And I'm just gonna carefully try and spread these out a little bit. And I might come back and put a little bit more glue just around the edge, and then maybe a little bit of raffia around the end there, but oh my gosh, that is so stinking cute. Okay, next one. So if you decorate for Easter, let me know what is your favorite part. Is it the flowers? Is it the eggs? Is it bunnies, chickens, or chicks, baby chickens? Oh, thanks. Sarah Lynn says they are cute. They are, and so easy. I love making things with clothespins. But anyways, chickens, bunnies, is it the flowers? What's your favorite part? I love carrots. and I love bunnies. I love decorating with ceramic bunnies, and I'm actually on my shopping list. I've already started a shopping list for this weekend, but on my shopping list is to look for a moss bunny. I've always wanted a moss bunny, so I'm on the hunt. Okay, there we go. This one doesn't have quite as many, and with raffia, once this sets up just a little bit more, I'm going to give it a little more time. You can tear from the top and open the raffia up and make it more thin, but so cute. Okay, another one. I used all my raffia on 2 carrots. That's okay. This one won't have as much. We'll make do. I didn't think I was going to need that much. Okay. I forgot to cut this one, so I had a nice clean edge here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That's kind of got some fun, funky little curly cues from the raffia in it. All right, so we've got those 3. I'm going to grab some more raffia to put just the brown raffia on this other one here. So let me just show you, if ever you're dealing with raffia and you want to open it up, or you want it to be a little bit more thin, you can simply just grab the end and open it up and keep tearing it until you get a bunch of thin pieces. So it's kind of nice that it's all together in one while you're gluing it in place, and then you open it after the fact and shred it, I guess. Okay, I'll set that one down. Let me grab a little bit more to put on this last little carrot. So you could tie little ribbon around each of these for individual, or you could tie ribbon around, 3 of them to create a bunch. If you have, is it a bunch of carrots? Is it a, what is multiple carrots called? And there's the brown one. I think I would probably darken up, or maybe even add a little bit of white to the raffia. And I need to shred it up. It's looking very straight and narrow. But these are super cute, you guys, and so easy. And you could do these in all sorts of colors. Kind of like Easter eggs. Look Look at how fun. So if you don't paint your raffia, it's a little more loose and free, kind of wiggles a little bit, as opposed to this is pretty stiff. But what I wanted to show you is I'm gonna put a little ribbon around this guy here so you can, this is a little bit big, but right here where the clothes pin has a little divot is the perfect spot for a ribbon or some jute or something to tie around the end of that carrot. So we're gonna see if I can get this ribbon around this one here. Like I said, it's a little bit big, but I think I can squeeze it and make it work. Okay. Okay. Ta-da. And we'll just quickly tear this to get it to look good. Have some fun greenery at the top here. Looking a little stiff. I think raffia is one of my favorite crafting, but so a bunch of these would be cute. I think this bow is a little bit big for it, but this is just such a cute little carrot, kind of a rustic farmhouse carrot. And then for these three, I'm gonna attempt to create a bunch and we will tie them together. Well, I'll put this one in there too. I'm just afraid if I do that, they're gonna kind of start to fall in line and not look natural. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but because they are square, as I tie them up, I don't want them to look like they, you know, they're flat pieces all going together, I guess. So they're just one big square. Let's see what I can do here. Well, that's not too bad. So there is our little, is it a bushel of carrots? I'm not sure. Anyways, just a cute little craft. I think I would keep them separate and maybe tie a little bit of some jute around them individually and then just throw them in a jar or in a cute little short mason jar with all of this fun raffia sticking out. You could definitely trim that down, but I kind of like the funky long ones. So anyways, here's a little cute project for spring/Easter. So if you give it a try, make sure to share your crafts. Post a picture in the group. I would love to see your carrots and how you do them. And thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you guys have a great rest of the evening, and we will chat with you later. Bye, guys.